to WWN Studios. My name is Manuela Sanchez and here I am with Domingo Nayan.
Now, one of the news that has worried many people in the region of the Araucanía and other closest regions. We leave you with Elisa Duke, who's reporting from the place of events.
The last February 2 of 2015, it was declared preventive alert for the region of Araucanía, especially in the area of Villarrica and Pucón. A month later, on March 1st, it was declared yellow alert, and a time after, in March 3, the Villarrica volcano began a volcanic operation.
And we are taking all the security measures, and one of them evicts the residents who live in the danger zone. And so this is a prevention like deaths, injuries, and that I think so that it's good for us and for the people who is living in this dangerous volcano.
For now, the volcano is still on alert, and it has the people very scared, without solution. The collection centers are full, and no one knows what will happen.
Well, here we are all concerned. We don't know what will happen. My children are without classes because the classes are suspended, and my house fell down. We will have to rebuild it complete. Hopefully, the government will help us, and also other families who need it too.
That was Francisca telling us about the disaster in her case. Many people decided that they wouldn't leave their homes. But security is doing everything possible to prevent that happening. The government recommended taking people to centers. Finally, we will talk with the mayor of the region to see the security measures. He's going to tell what's going to happen in the next days. Good morning, Major.
Good morning. We are with preventive alert today and we'll be announcing what is happening by the days. Meanwhile, people will continue in collection centers.
Thanks for coming.
It's a pleasure.
This was Elisa Duke from Villarrica for WWN.
A real tragedy for all Chilean people.
We will be in alert for an immediate eruption that can happen anytime.
But not all is tragedy. Do you know how Labor's Day started?
In the next report, it will be shown.
People all over the world celebrate 1st May as the May Day. It's an ancient spring festival and also in many countries all over the world is a public holiday. In this Labor Day, some institutions organize activities, shows, and political leaders make speeches. This day is celebrated to commemorate millions of workers around the world. In the late 19th century, where American labor unions were fed up with being overworked in dangerous conditions and little pay. In 1984, labor unions met in Chicago and demanded 8-hour work a day. May 1st, 1886, American workers went on strike. 3 days later, in Haymarket Square, broke out between cops and workers. There, a bomb was thrown, killing several people. It was called the Haymarket Massacre. And today, May 1st is known as International Workers' Day for commemorate those workers who have continued giving his life for work and justice. Tony Gaskins once said, "If you don't build your own dream, someone else will hire you to build theirs." Stand for something without falling for anything. Let's go back into the studio.
I didn't know this has a historical fact behind.
Interesting. It is great. It is still commemorating how workers fight for their rights.
I'm agree. Let's go to a break and we're back in a minute.
May the good Lord be with you down every road you roam, and may sunshine and happiness surround you when you're far from home. and may you grow to be proud, dignified and true, and do unto others as you'd have done to you. Be courageous.
We are back! International Polar Tournament was won by Chile playing as local.
Pay attention to the next reportage. Chile beats USA in the World Polo competition and is recognized as the champions of this cup. Chilean situation of polo got him home his second world crown after winning this competition at the tennis club in San Cristobal Vitacura, an achievement that is repeated after having obtained the third place in the semifinals in Alemania in 1989. Also in the semifinals, winning to Inglaterra, on Chile in 1992, on France in 2004, getting also the third place with a bronze medal. On Mexico in 2008, world champions with 4 points out of difference to Brazil. And finally in 2015, they take the podium again in the first place, beating USA with 3 points of difference. Everything is joy after beating USA with the golden goal in the final game with 12 out 11 points on the past Wednesday, April 1st at 19 p.m. It was amazing this match, as the players were always behind each other. They tied the match in the last minute of the game and needed extra time, which took the phenomenal play that ended with Mario Silva, a boy who's 16 years old, getting the fantastic goal which will be a legend for this sport and also in this country.
A truly thing to be proud of.
Haha, okay.
Obesity in US is increasing. The reasons in the next note.
Good night, WWN. This week, the World Health Organization revealed worrying figures. Obesity in America is increasing year by year. In the last decade, the hospital beds needed for the children suffering an illness consequence of obesity have quadrupled. Also, studies reveal that 1 of every 3 adults are overweight. Good night.
Good night.
How many times a week do you consume junk food, and why do you like or dislike it?
I eat at McDonald's or Taco Bell 4 times a week. We love going there because the kids like it. It is tasty, fast and economic. I know it isn't healthy, but it is already part of our routines. Kids ask for it.
I guess you're going to school. May I see what kind of food you are taking with you?
I usually take a packet of chocolate chip cookies, a Coke, and a packet of cheese.
Thank you for sharing with us. As seen, many kids take unhealthy snacks for school, making them part of their day-to-day, and in many cases, bringing obesity into their lives. Lincoln, CEO in American Nutrition Foundation and a recognized nutritionist, will talk about the problems obesity carries and how it can be prevented. Good evening.
Good evening.
How can obesity affect a person who suffers the disease?
Well, to start, obesity can decrease life expectancy between 2 and 4 years and can bring dyslipidemias, hypertension, diabetes, fatty liver, respiratory problems, menstrual irregularities, and orthopedic problems, besides facilitating many types of cancer.
Oh, many people aren't informed of these consequences. How could people become more aware of damage they are making to themselves?
As a foundation, we are working on campaigns and publicity, encouraging people to take a healthy life, eating more fruits and vegetables, and a sports life. It can also make a large campaigns such as McDonald's to include healthy options in their menus.
What a remarkable job. Hope you keep on going with that. Reporting from Atlanta, US, Laura Harting, good night.
Measures should be taken.
That's true. After the break, all the advances for the new television program, The Voice.
Hey, are you having problem in your kitchen?
Yes, probably I have problems.
Try this.
Hey, quick! My solution!
Use Squeaks!
In a couple of weeks, The Voice is going to appear on Chile Network Television Canal 3. This program consists in coaches choosing the contestants only hearing their voice, turning around their seats to decide if they really want to integrate them like students or not. This successful TV show has been transmitted in the United States, Netherlands, Australia and England, and soon in Chile. Now, we're going to talk with someone that is expecting anxiously this new program, The Voice. Hi.
Hi. Well,
Hello. Are you anxious for the new TV show of Canal 3 named The Voice? And what are your expectations?
I really like competition programs, and more if they're about singing. So I am waiting The Voice Chile for the first minute I heard about it. And I think that it will have many followers in other countries.
Thank you very much. Well, performing The Voice in Chile means an expensive cost in the production, with the ability to comply the rigorous standards required by the show. For that reason, The Voice has gone through 2 television channels. In 2011, Chilevisión bought the rights, but for them was too expensive to maintain the TV show, and that's why Canal 3 stayed with that rights. It is said that The Voice cost more than 1 million by episode. Now we will talk with the contestants that form part of The Voice Chile and ask him his opinion about the program. Hi, what is your name?
No, ya, abuelita.
Hello, what is your name?
Rocky Ramirez.
Well, I want to know your opinion about the program and your experience. How was in this time you have been there?
It is obvious how expensive the show is, and it has a professional gear when it's time to record. I am having a great time here in the channel.
Okay, thank you so much. Now I will talk about the coaches who will be part of The Voice Chile. They are Nicole, who has 26 years of experience and more than 20 radio hits. Luis Fonsi, more than 3 million albums sold in the entire world. He has become one of the most important romantic artists of Latin music. Álvaro López, a 35-year-old rock star that formed part of the banda Los Bunkers. And, for last, Franco Simón. It has become a true legend in the history of romantic music, with over 40 years of experience. The TV show will debut in the next weeks on Canal 13 and will be hosted by Sergio Laos. You are all invited to watch The Voice Chile. This was Valentina Reyes for WWN.
This was Worldwide News informing you on your own TV. See you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Good night.